Hey everyone, welcome back to Digital Underground Podcast, a show where we highlight innovators, trends, and hidden figures shaping Brunei's digital future. So, I'm your host, Bats, here to take you behind the scene and into the minds of the people building Brunei's digital landscape. So, whether you're a curious listener, feature founder, or digital enthusiast, welcome to the Underground. So, let's dive in. Today's guest is Izzuddin Hussin, founder of Pixelated Enterprise, the creative mind behind Nasi Katok Please, and a major voice in Brunei's growing game development. But let's loosen up first with a quick Q&A before we talk about code, creativity, and community. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, so first question. What is your go-to comfort game?
Go-to comforts game, I would say Civilization 6. I've been playing it for more than 800 hours.
Whoa, you counted the hours?
The system has the timer and everything.
Oh, okay.
Once in a while, I'll just check how many hours I've been spending. So I've been playing it like few hours every night.
Do you do coding?
Yes, I do coding.
So do you prefer coding late at night or early in the morning?
I'm not a morning person, even though I have to wake up early.
Same.
Yep. Nighttime is where the brain is most active.
True. So, okay, what is your favorite nasi katok sambal flavor? Like biasa ka lada hijau?
I used to have a lot of favorites. I used to have padas, but then again, my body can't keep up with that. Anyway, so now I've been moving to tom yum. Surprisingly, it's nice.
You're like, but where do you even buy nasi katok tom yum?
There's one shop in Lambak near the Masjid Salam Begar. So there's one stall selling there. Every lunchtime, I do always.
Berapa tah?
Seringgit. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice. All right. One local spot you go to when you need creative inspiration.
Oh, so basically I just go to sleep and then wake up. Hopefully, yep.
With a dream.
Yeah. Dah lah. I think like most of people would say like, I don't know why the toilet is always the best space for inspiration.
They call it the thinking space,
Yeah,
When you sit down, you just think.
Yep.
So one thing that made you secretly one thing that you secretly nerd about that's not games.
Oh, I used to nerd a lot of stuff. I used to cosplay quite heavily previously. Yeah, I bought a lot of cosplay items. I do have the Bleach Shinigami costume. I'm also a big fan of Uchiha Madara from Naruto. Yeah, so I have his armors and everything on stuff. There was an event last time. I did wear the full armor and everything.
You still have it?
I still have it.
Do you still cosplay?
I'm getting old, so
Then what do you do with your cosplay and baju-baju dijual?
No, I still have it. I do like staring at. So again, back to inspiration. Sometimes it's like calming and everything. Like,
Understand. Same. I also have a full set of Attack on Titan cosplay, even with the belts and everything. That was like I had to figure out how to put that on. All right. So the game that made you fall in love with gaming.
Okay, so I think back in the early 90s, I would say Contra and Double Dragon. Those were the first two games I was really hooked into. I love Contra because, I don't know, the chaotic and then how the randomness of it. And then Double Dragon, the co-op play with it. And it was quite interesting, yeah.
What type of a game is that? Because I'm not a gamer myself. So I only play iPad games on phones, guys. Those cooking game.
Okay, so I think Contra and Double Dragon, you can consider it like a adventure game. It's a platform adventure game. So basically, you're moving into one direction and everything. Try to avoid the enemies, and everything. Yeah.
Okay. And then, all right. So, favorite cartoon or favorite game character growing up?
Favorite cartoon game character, I would say cartoon. One of my favorite was Samurai Jack.
Oh my God, yes. I love Samurai Jack.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes,
he's also my inspiration
definitely.
as well. For game character, I would say Kratos. So it was like one of the first game that I played around my PSP.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. Guys, I always have this delusional thought that Samurai Jack is the dad, becomes a dad from Powerpuff Girl. Yeah, see? I'm not the only one.
Actually, there's a backstory behind it where actually the creator of Powerpuff Girl and Samurai Jack actually got married. Real life. If I'm not mistaken, that's the real story.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why the similarity on Professor Tony and Samurai Jack.
Oh my God. I don't know if you know, but there's actually this comic, Dulu, where it mixed a lot of different characters. So Powerpuff Girl actually did meet Samurai Jack, yeah, and all that. And I was like, I don't know if it's fan fiction, but I lost keep of that comic. All right, so if you were a character in a game, what would your special ability be?
Oh, this is a very fun topic. We always say some people would say flying, some people would say super strength. for me, teleportation would be the
Oh,
best.
teleportation. I thought you were gonna say telepathic. Because if you have the telepathicness, then you can just technically do everything. You can fly yourself, you can move stuff, and think, like hear people's thoughts. But teleportation is great. All right. If your company, Pixelated Enterprise, had a mascot, what would it look like?
We kind of have a mascot.
Really?
So somehow they created a character based on me. So that's why like some of the team call me like Boss Bear.
Do you have a picture of the mascot?
Oh, I don't have it with me
No.
on me, but I do have it in my phone later. I can show it
Okay,
to you.
okay.
Yeah, so they designed me as a bear because I was quite pemarah back then.
You still not pemarah now?
No, I'm more chill now.
Is it the age?
Yes, it's the age. With age comes wisdom, man. So,
All right. So, Boss Bear, what is your go-to productivity hack that actually works?
go to productivity hack. Okay, so basically for me, kalau productivity hack, try to do something small and then slowly it'll build up momentum. Then that's where it'll landslide. Then I'll start doing so many things. So I think productivity hacks, I'll do something like on Word or on Excel just to make the gear running lah.
All right. So, with all that said, right, let's dive into how it all started. So, what sparked your interest in game development? Is it the tech, the storytelling, or something else entirely?
I would say all together. So basically, back then, honestly, I'm into science. I love biology. I wanted to be a doctor, but sadly, I wasn't smart enough to be a doctor. So
Feel
I
that.
decided to So I decided to change field lah. So and then I started to computer. So. But it was during my part time with a government agency. My friends were very good at Photoshop, so I learned Photoshop a bit and I do some web development. And then coincidentally, iPhone 2 was it the first iPhone release? That changed everything. So I see like wow, that's a huge potential. Like you're able to play games on your phone now with a very good graphic and everything. So from there, I started to dig deep. So I started to be more creative and everything. Then I joined the uni, and then that's where everything started lah. I even created a game for FYP lah for final year project.
What's the name?
I can't remember what's the game punya name. I think we didn't manage to provide a proper name, but the game was to actually it's like an e-learning game that help kids to learn about shapes, size, words and everything lah.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Now, I actually saw your LinkedIn profile, kan, and I saw Pixelated Enterprise. You have been running it for seven years.
Yeah, I would say
7 years, 4 months, specific. Yeah, that's what I saw. So, what were those first few months or years like? And, what made you still run it?
Okay, when you looked in LinkedIn, yes, Pixelated established on November 2017, but I actually started it since 2011. So basically, I started Pixelated. I joined the competition back then on business.
In Brunei?
Yes, in Brunei. So ada business, business startup competition I joined it like for 5 years in a row. Didn't manage to go to the finals but I keep on grinding. So I would say dari sana lah. So basically, that's one of the key thing that what made me focus to move forward with gaming is because I see gaming there's a huge opportunity. And then if you look at masa iPhone baru keluar and then everyone changed the design of their phones to in a way mimic iPhone, and then from there you can see all kind of creative apps and everything. I remember one of the first few games yang I played on iPhone was like Doodle Jump, and then yang like Tap Tap Revolution, Dance Revolution on the phone. Yeah, one of my guilty pleasures on that one. Yeah, so yeah, from there I can see like there's a potential. So I was pushing it lah. So I was trying to see like how about Brunei, because I know like during my time in the uni. I can see there's a lot of potential developers. Even my seniors back then pun they did release a game juga and everything, mobile game kan. So I said like, why are we not making this as an industry? Because as you can see, a lot of if the university is releasing programming students or software developer students, where are they gonna go if there's no company that actually focus on software development? So dari sana lah it kicks up, and then yeah, there's ups and downs. There's certain times yang motivated, and then there's certain times I was a bit let down. But I would say the huge turning point that really pushed me forward was when I was sent to Japan for Tokyo Game Show in 2015. So it was under ASEAN Japan punya initiative. So again, it made me geeked out because Capcom was in front of our booth. They were showcasing Monster Hunter X that time. So I was like screaming inside, like, I can't show it. So basically, yeah. So from there on, we also had the opportunity to talk to like an advisor from Capcom, people from Square Enix, so a lot of companies. So that's why like macam dari sana like okay, there is potential. There's a and then because they put us under ASEAN punya corner, so there's a lot of other ASEAN countries as well. So I can see like most of them have created like good games up and everything.
I see. So, were there any big challenges or unexpected moments that helped shape your path as a founder?
Okay, so unexpected challenge, I would say there's a lot pulang lah. Tapi I would say the turning point was I remember I joined ada accelerator event di Brunei.
Accelerator event?
Yeah, that was done by one of the government agencies here. So I participated. So they taught orang ajar how to do, to run a business, how to do the bookkeeping, all those those business jargon.
Yes, business basics lah.
Correct. And then I think I screwed up badly during the presentation, but somehow I feel like that should not define who I am.
Yes,
So
for sure.
basically, I was able to rebound, and after that competition, I think few weeks later, I just said, okay, let's establish Pixelated. Let's start to find talents and everything and start creating our own games.
How many members do you have in Pixelated now?
So we do have macam around 10 people altogether. So I'm grateful that I'm working with very good talents locally. Of course, it's hard to retain talents because of
for sure.
the business and everything. Of course, some would like a better opportunity and everything. Kan? So yeah, I would say we're about 10. So every one of them have their own skill set. So alhamdulillah, I was managed to mix and match them so that it works to their advantage.
Yeah. Because I'm not very familiar in local game industry kan. So I've always only seen macam local games through macam UBD punya FYP, especially yang under creative tu kan. And then I've seen like recently this year, if I'm not mistaken, ada game yang kucing atasnya ada nasi katok atau jua ba. Yeah, betul macam I feel like it is a very 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 underrated industry for me.
Yes,
because it's not familiar.
Yeah, I do agree. Actually, for me, with my years of experience, actually gaming is very underrated lah di Brunei. If you look at certain statistics, if you look at gaming as a whole, it's about $200 billion industry as a whole. Of course, if you break it down, mobile consumes half of it. So mobile is about $100 billion industry. And then recently, statistics are shared by Borneo Bulletin. Vietnam, but they're also relatively new to the gaming industry. However, they managed to generate about 300 million revenue from gaming alone. So that's why
it is a huge potential.
It's a huge potential. That's why I'm really shocked seeing that very, very little to none push on the gaming side. So basically, most of the gaming sites you can see here from Brunei is done by the people like myself, and then there's also the Brunei gaming developer, Brunei game developer community. Dorang yang mempush ba. So there's not much assistance and support. So basically, that's why we can only do certain much, but the thing is, the potential is actually very huge.
Oh, I understand. With gaming in Brunei kan, I only know gamers. I think the amount of gamers that we have in Brunei is a lot and is very active. But game developers are rare or something I have not heard a lot about lah. So with that said, I heard you have already a released game application. So with over 10,000 downloads, Nasi Katok Please really struck a chord with people. So why was it important for you to create a game rooted in local culture?
Okay, so for me, this is also quite important. Since I'm a gamer as well, I do see the trends and how games are actually developed. Some have backstory and everything, but I think we can say that the first few games that really impact to a lot of people is Japanese games. And then if you notice from Japanese games, they always embed their culture into it.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Exactly, kan, like contohnya macam like Naruto, anime, but then it's also game. I even learned a lot from games as well. One of the few games, from one of the few games that I play, it's a military tactic game called Kessen. So that's where I learned Japanese history like Nobunaga, Yasuo Tokugawa, Masunari Ishida. masa Munir Date, so I understand like dorang punya standing in history. So basically I'm learning part of history. So that's the reason why most of our games have that cultural value. So we want to introduce, we want to teach people at the same time about Bruneian culture. So back as you're saying, nasi katok, because a lot of people only knows like our main food is ambuyat.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you compare ambuyat to nasi katok is eaten on a daily basis compared to ambuyat.
It's our unofficial, yeah.
Exactly,
food
unofficial.
of the country.
Yeah, macam if you say ayam penyet, it's Indonesia. If you
Yes.
say nasi ayam, that's Malaysia. So where is Bruneian food? So nasi katok. So that's where
We should come in lah.
Correct.
Yeah, I think it was really interesting to see because I actually downloaded the game, and I played it. Sekali, it was literally a simulation of of the game itself.
Yep.
Is there any plan macam for Nasi Katok to have a second version or macam to be upgraded?
Actually, we have developed Nasi Katok Please 2 actually.
Oh!
Yeah, but due to certain things that we're still not so sure if we are ready to publish it yet.
Why?
Okay, so basically, if we look at all the games, okay, Nasi Katok, if I'm not mistaken, is our 5th game actually being released.
Fifth game.
Yes, first one is Run Kitty Run. Second one is
Run Kitty Run.
Yes.
I think I've heard of Run Kitty Run for sure.
It's a endless running game yang dari up down. We inspired from Pepsi Man.
Oh.
If you played Pepsi Man, I think it's a PS1 game. It's very fun lah. So I really like that.
Is it all available in App Store to download?
Sadly, not everything is available, Masani. It's because that some of, for example, like Google and Apple, they have this policy where you need to update certain games every 6 months up and everything. So if your apps is not updated within that time period, so they will remove
It will be taken out. Okay, so again, what is it again? Run Kitty Run?
So Run Kitty Run, we have Gairo Gasing. The third one is the Uninvitees. Actually, I really like the Uninvitees a lot. There's a funny backstory to it as well. So Uninvitee is an AR shooting game where you cleanse against local folklore. So jadinya si kakak yang rambut panjang tu ada, and then kawan yang berbungkus tu ada, the little green man pun ada. We put it inside the game. The funny backstory was when the team was designing everything and whatnot, dorang kena kacau lah. But not directly to them, because we were back then, kami menyewa ada tempat di Jerudong. One day I was going to the office, I said like, kenapa ada banyak lada sulah di bawahan ni? So I went up, asked them what happened. Oh, orang di bawah komplain macam kena kacau-kacau dorang.
Oh.
So yeah, so that happened.
The Uninvitees, literally uninvited.
Yeah, they literally was uninvited. Yeah, so that was the third, and then fourth we have Last Note. Last Note was our first full 3D games.
Ooh.
Embedded with puzzle apa. And then fifth is the Nasi Katok Please. Then sixth we released Duraka. Duraka is our first attempt to go for esports compatible game. So it's a mobile game, 2 versus 2 lah. Yeah, so basically we've done a lot of stage planning apa based on what the talents of the two team are. So jadi Nasi Katok Please number 2 tu our idea was to actually embed microtransaction. So basically we're able to finally solve the issue of microtransaction, but we're just trying to test it how it works lah. So we're having some issues on that one.
What do you mean microtransaction?
Okay, so in Brunei, the main issue for game developer is how do we monetize our game? How do we get revenue? Because as you can see, we can't work with PayPal. PayPal doesn't send money here. We can't work with Stripe. So basically, we're able to find a partner that can we can send money to Brunei. So
I know in other countries got it for it. Okay.
So jadinya they have this API where we can integrate with our game. So then people can purchase in-app item
purchases.
Then from there we can get our revenue stream lah.
So how is that going with searching for?
We're still trying to troubleshoot. That's why we are still on the fence on releasing Nasi Katok Please number 2 lah.
Oh, so because that requires in-app purchases lah.
Yes, we want to. Our plan was that would be our first game to be able to monetize.
So other than that, you've also mentioned you've attended a lot of different events, macam workshop or others outside of the country lah that is lacking in Brunei. Game jams, tech workshops, and community building. So how is attending those helps you as a game developer, and is it a core to your current work?
That's a good question. So by attending those events, that's where we usually learn kan. Contohnya like the best practices or what to do, what not to do. Kadang-kadang they even go in depth like the psychological of gaming apa and everything lah. So it was very good and then it also opens opportunities lah. But one thing that I noticed juga, the difference between those countries and us is that those countries they have a specific organization, government body that looks into this creative gaming section. Macam Malaysia they have MDEC, Indonesia they have a few. So those companies really help push the local gaming scene. Tapi di Brunei there's a
Belum
huge
ada
void.
lah.
Yes, no one is doing that.
Oh.
So that's the reason why it's been a struggle. Even though kadang-kadang I do voice it out to certain of my friends that works in those departments or in this organization body, but they themselves pun they can't give an answer as well. But that's the thing, we lack that support.
It's so confusing to me how there's still a void there, considering that gaming in Brunei has really increased to a point where you can see in the modern world, upon this is the modern world, you can see outside of the country that there are those who manage to become a full-time gamer and still gathering revenue as an individual like a lot more than a usual person would can.
Correct.
So like that is also the potential job that could open in Brunei and showcase that it's not just a pessimistic, it's not a very negative job that will impact you negatively. It's something that could uplift you as well. And I think that's what people hasn't been seeing. Macam I guess locals masih macam nampak, oh kau ni main game saja, tini. But you never know. You know, if they're so good at game, then hone them at their game skill so they could become better. Because then they can become representative Brunei. That's what Brunei is also lacking. Macam
Yes.
kalau game esports apa, I only see Brunei berlawan arah small Malaysian countries macam Limbang, Miri apa. But have you seen them going to ASEAN e-game competition? And even if they do, will they be able to compete with the support and training that all the other countries have given to their local e-game group kan?
Yeah, I do agree on that point because for example, Indonesia they're very proactive in this gaming. They even create a special they introduce special curriculum just for game. They even introduce a mobile legend course.
Yes.
So
I saw that in Korea as well. They actually have a major department in esports gaming where they teach you all about all those games. And I guess they also macam have a specific care lah, so they don't get too addicting ka apa ka tini ka. And then they will send these students to compete, and they will just get them revenue.
Yes.
The potential.
Yeah, honestly, it's true because again, just to share Jua, one of the oldest gaming competition that I can remember, macam Dota. Dota is still active until now. Every year, there's always the major competition called the TI, the invitation. So the number one winner, I know it's a group of 5, but minimum so far for the past few years, they will earn at least 10 million.
Did you hear that?
10 million per team. For number one. So
number one.
So all 5 of
10
them.
million divided by 5 people.
Yeah, so 2 million each. Or if they compete the US, maybe ada tax kurang sedikit, but still they'll definitely get away with 1 million each.
Yeah, there's still a lot, and a new representative for our country.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to someone in Brunei who wants to build their first game or app but doesn't know where to start?
Okay.
And macam somebody who gets frustrated over the no change in this industry and how to make them not give up, because I'm sure you're like, how long have you been in this industry with no changes, no updates but you're still here, you're still trying. So
yep. So I think I would say the advice if for those young wants to start the game. So we have to look at into 2 perspectives lah. This is what I can share lah. So the first perspective, if you're doing it part time, make it part time. Keep it part time. Do not make it your full time job. The reason why, again, because it's still not sustainable.
that is
as a
true.
business here in Brunei. So jadinya if you still want to go for gaming, make it part-time, do it part-time. Because I know, I think last year there was a Singaporean guy, he developed this game for 5 years, and then once the release, he was able to earn about 250k in the first 2 weeks. So it is possible. So that's why if you're willing to grind for that long, keep it part time. Do not make it your first. So that I honestly have to share. That was my first mistake. I make game as my first business. I should have created another business first to ensure that a proper source of income, then use that income to develop the game.
Yes, yes. Sometimes when you want to polish your baby, it has to be on the side. So and then you have to pour your own money to develop it as well. Okay, so looking ahead, what is next for Pixelated Enterprise? Any new projects or directions you're excited about?
Yeah, so basically we have few projects ongoing currently. So as I mentioned, the game so far, temporary title is called Gaga. So
Gaga.
hopefully, yeah, it's a fighting game, turn-based fighting game. So we are trying to integrate with monetization on that game as well. So we'll see how it goes lah. We'll release it on the PC, then we'll see how it goes if you're able to move it ke mobile apa and event to be cross-platform. And then of course we're also looking for opportunities to actually work abroad if possible. Try to open like remote branches here and there so we can compete with the local tenders dari sana.
By helping to develop games from others.
Yeah. So contohnya macam for example, if we can set up a virtual office, let's just example in Dubai apa, then hopefully we can try to bid for any gamification project there. Since di Brunei, there's no demand for it, so we have to look overseas lah. So hopefully that's the future path.
Have you ever tried? I think. Do you guys have an adventure game?
Yes.
More like some storytelling, going here and there.
I would say yeah. Last Note is our game.
Okay. Why do you guys not use? Okay, personally, because I have never heard of it before. Do you guys not market it?
We try to market it via IG pulang saja lah. Because again back then, I think there was how to market it via IG punya advert tu was a bit still. Not shady, still vague. A lot of people doesn't know how much to expect, how much to pay. So we didn't try to. Yeah.
I think you should start on TikTok.
TikTok
loves storytelling. Okay. So you should start by macam with putting it out there that you're a 7-year-old company in Brunei. Because people don't know what this stuff was. So TikTok ataupun it also randomly macam TikTok also randomly comes up to people punya FYP algorithm kan. So when you start telling your story, this whole macam journey of what you went through, what you attended, then maybe it could help to bring your name out there first. So it doesn't have to be your game first, but your name first. So people can macam trust lah. And then when they finally know you, then they will dive deep into your abilities and the games that you provide. So where do you see Brunei's game development scene heading over the next 3 to 5 years?
Honestly,
it's okay.
Okay, honestly, 3 to 5 years, if there is no major changes, no government body that's willing to look into this compared to our neighboring countries have done. Again, as I I have to repeat, Vietnam with the government supporting, last year they've generated about $300 million revenue. That was reported at Brunei Bulletin. So if there's no government body in Brunei trying to do similar what they've done di Vietnam then it will be the same.
If you've managed to punch through that barrier, and given the amount of budget this amount of budget for you, will you be using that budget to create a game that people think Bruneian cannot do?
Okay, so I do have for the past few days, I do not know why I was thinking for certain numbers in my head. Okay, I'll just share lah. So let's just say if we do have $1 million, 1 million saja, I can use that 1 million for about 7 to 10 years. That will be our budget for 7 to 10 years.
Whoa.
We will be able to develop a very good game. I will be able to hire a few more people. And at the same time, by Wawasan 2035, we will not just I'm not trying to say that we can do this. I would say we will do this. So jadinya we will be able to develop the gaming industry, and then from the gaming industry we can branch out to the e-sport industry, Then we can also branch out to the creative industry of storytelling, animation, and design up and everything. So in fact, that actually by gaming we're able to help other industry in the same time. We can even also help the music industry because in gaming we do need good music composers apa and everything.
Score seat at the
Correct.
sound.
So exactly. So jadinya gaming alone is not just gaming. There's so many smaller
A
industries.
lot of different aspects that you
yes.
need support in to create a full whole game.
So basically to answer your question, 1 million saja it's enough for me to sustain for 7 to 10 years and we can develop other industries as well.
All right, so Izzuddin, thank you so much for sharing your journey and giving us a real look into the creative heart of Brunei's game industry lah, and even the development scene. So to our listeners, please check out the games that they have. Maybe is there any way to check out Pixelated Enterprise on social media?
Yeah, we have our IG pixelated.bn. We have our website pixelated.asia. So slowly we're gonna put all the links of our games di sana so people can just download the games di sana. But it will be just be for Android lah. For iOS, we will try to see how can we solve that one.
And if you're interested, you can connect with him through
just go to LinkedIn, look for myself,
Izzuddin Hussin, and then
Instagram. I'll be the one who's managing the social media as well. So I'll be the one
so if
responding.
you're interested in the game developing scene or you have an idea of a game that you want to create, then you have a developer right here, so you can make your game dream come to life. So once again, thank you so much for being here. And this is Bats from Digital Underground Podcast. Stay curious, stay creative, and keep building Brunei's digital story. See you in the next episode.